Hello Planet Guru friends, welcome to our new video. Today we'll take a quick look at 6 games in which you are the villain and didn't even know. If you want a sequel to this video, please make sure to like or comment on the video down below. Let's start. First up in the series of 6, our 6th place winner goes to Mark of the Ninja. In this game, you take control of a ninja who is endowed with special tattoos that give him the ability to stop time or move at extreme speeds. As you roam the levels, you are accompanied by your ninja's friend who can give you advice and tactical information. The only problem is that the ink of these ninjas' tattoos makes whoever has them go crazy, eventually causing bloodshed. But due to the intelligence, stimulation, and dialogue, you are never fully aware of what's going on in your character's head. Madness does not just suddenly turn you into a demon, but rather it slowly eats your sanity away without you even knowing. As soon as you realize what's going on, everything else becomes clearer. During the last levels, the ninja kills his clan in a psychotic episode, with his friend there by his side encouraging him every step of the way. Introducing our 5th place, Silent Hill 2. Needless to say that Silent Hill is undoubtedly a horror game, especially with the rather disturbing scenes that take place as the story progresses. As soon as James finds his wife Mary's projection, she is brought to life due to some odd happenings in Silent Hill. James soon begins to put the puzzle pieces of the mystery together. With the head of the pyramid continuously torturing him and later his death, everything becomes clearer. Through Mary, James realizes that everything in the city is created by his own mind. This realization leads him to understand what he has to do when facing the head at the end of the game. Whether he is in complete denial or has some sort of amnesia, James is apparently unconscious of his previous actions, and all the monsters and events of Silent Hill serve as a metaphor for his own psyche. In 4th place, we have Left 4 Dead. At first you might be surprised, but there are some clear signs that these survivors are actually the ones who are spreading the infection. There are multiple signs that these so-called carriers are immune, but also they are more than capable of dispersing this virus further. Although nothing has been officially confirmed, there is a possibility that our dear survivors are in fact the carriers and spreaders of this dreaded green flu. With Bill's death, we are shown that even these seemingly redundant characters, they are still susceptible to tragedy. If you haven't read in all the graffiti in the security houses, you may not have noticed, but our theory of these characters may in fact be true. In the 3rd place is the BioShock game. Our main character is genetically conditioned to follow orders with a simple activation phrase. A phrase that is basically hidden in plain sight and mentioned several times before the great revelation of the game. The game's plot is quite excellent, with the tensions rising suddenly as the game continues. And then, at some point, you are basically forced to do what has been done for the last couple of hours. To make things even worse, our protagonist is on his way to kill the man who actually is trying to help him. We kill Andrew Ryan in a terribly visceral way, and we are left to deal with this the best we can. We are the bad guy the entire time and never even knew it. In 2nd place, we have Spec Ops: The Line. Do not confuse The Line with any ordinary TPS. This is probably the closest thing to a realistic horror game that has ever been done. There are a number of heartbreaking moments that display Captain Walker as the villain of the game, but none as frightening as the infamous white matchstick scene. While being attacked by 33 Regiment, who decided to stay in Dubai after receiving the order to leave, Walker and his team used the mortar bunker in which his enemies originally hid. After the bombing, the player realizes what he actually did. Those soldiers were not trying to kill Walker. They were actually trying to defend the citizens who were trapped in the building. Several scenes of this game stay with you for a long, long time, and they are not a pretty nightmare to relive. Last but not least, we present to you The Braid. The Braid is a very well done game with the main character's ability to go back in time to correct, both figuratively and literally, his mistakes. From what you understand, the last level is actually the first level, and the level selector on the menu is the epilogue. If you've ever played the game, you're sure to remember how the final level the princess is running from Tim, opening doors and disabling traps from him, while he does the same for her. Well, that scene, in fact, has a distorted version of time, because she, in fact, is trying to desperately kill Tim, and he is doing everything he can to trap her. He is not, in fact, her savior, but rather the monster she is fleeing from. So either way, for Tim, the princess will always be in another castle.